Welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I am Cora.
And I am David. We are so happy to be here with you today for this very special, detailed episode. We have a lot to talk about, and we are going to take our time so you can understand everything.
That is right, David. Today we are focusing on one of the biggest challenges for every English learner, listening.
Listening is the foundation of everything. If you cannot hear the language, you cannot speak it. But many students feel stuck. They feel like English speakers talk like a fast river, and they are just trying to keep their heads above water.
A fast river. That is a very good image, David. But don't worry, friends. Today we are going to teach you how to swim in that river.
Let's start with a common problem, the vocabulary gap. Many students study word lists. They know the word opportunity or necessary. But when they hear a native speaker say them quickly, they don't recognize them.
This is because of word stress. In English, every long word has one part that is stronger than the others. In opportunity, the ton is the strong part. Op-por-tune-it-t.
If you only learn how the word looks on paper, your ears won't find it in a conversation. You have to hear the rhythm.
David, let's talk about the daily environment. How can our friends create an English-speaking world around them, even if they don't live in London or New York?
You have to change your digital life. Look at your phone. Is it in your native language? Change it to English.
That is a big step. It might be scary at first.
It is, but you already know where the buttons are. You know where settings is. You know where messages are. By seeing these words every day, you are training your brain to think in English automatically.
That is a great tip for reading, but for listening, I recommend of the YouTube method. Find a creator you like. Maybe they talk about technology or cooking or travel.
Why YouTube specifically?
Because you can see their face. Seeing a person's mouth move and seeing their hand gestures helps your brain understand the meaning. It is much easier than just listening on the phone.
I agree. Visual cues are very important. Now, let's talk about listening for emotion.
Oh, tell us more about that.
Sometimes the words don't matter as much as the tone. If I say, "That's great," in a high, happy voice, it means I am happy. If I say, "That's great," in a low, flat voice, it might mean I am actually disappointed.
This is called sarcasm, and it is very common in English conversations.
Exactly. If you only listen for the dictionary meaning of words, you might miss the real message. So friends, listen to the vibe or the feeling of the speaker.
Let's talk about a very specific listening skill, predicting.
Predicting? You mean like a fortune teller?
A little bit. It means guessing what the speaker will say next. If I say, "It is very cloudy outside," I think it is going to, what do you think I will say?
Rain.
Exactly, because your brain knows the context. When you listen to English, try to guess the next word. It keeps your brain active and ready.
That is a great exercise. It makes listening like a game. David, what about people who say, "I am too old to learn"? I hear this a lot from people in their 30s, 40s, or 50s. That is a big myth. Actually, adults can be better learners than children in some ways. Adults understand logic. They understand how systems work.
And adults have more discipline. They can decide to practice for 20 minutes every night. A child just wants to play.
Exactly. So never say, "I am too old." Your brain is a muscle. If you use it, it stays young.
Let's talk about the listening log. This is a great tool for students.
A listening log? Is that like a diary?
Yes, every time you listen to something in English, a song, a video, a podcast, write it down. Write down one thing you understood and one thing that was difficult.
Why write the difficult part?
Because then you know what to study next. If you realized you didn't understand the past tense, you can go watch a video about the past tense. It makes your learning very organized.
That is very smart. It turns your listening into a map for your studies. Let's practice some real-world listening. Cora, I'm going to act like a person in a coffee shop, and you be the worker.
Okay, I'm ready. Hello, welcome to Cora's Coffee. What can I get for you today?
Hi there. Could I get a medium latte, but with extra sugar and no foam, please? Oh, and is the banana bread fresh?
The banana bread was baked this morning. And sure, one medium latte, extra sugar, no foam. Anything else?
That's it, thanks.
To the audience, did you hear all those details? Medium, extra sugar, no foam, banana bread.
In a real coffee shop, it's noisy. There are machines making sounds, people are talking. This is why you must practice listening to things with background noise sometimes.
Don't always practice in a perfectly quiet room. Real life is loud.
Cora, let's talk about fillers. You know words like and like?
Oh, those are so important. Native speakers use them all the time.
Sometimes a student hears and thinks it's a real vocabulary word they don't know. They get confused and stop listening.
Friends, and mean the person is just thinking. It's a pause. You can ignore those sounds. Don't let them stop your flow.
In fact, you can use them too. It makes you sound more natural when you are thinking of what to say.
Let's talk about confidence again. How can a student feel brave enough to speak? You have to realize that native speakers are usually very impressed that you are learning their language. If I see someone trying to speak my language, I don't think, oh, their grammar is bad. I think, wow, they are so smart to speak 2 languages.
That is a great way to look at it. We are not judging you, we are cheering for you.
Now, let's look at the technical side of listening. David, do you know about phonemes?
Oh, those are the small sounds that make up words, right? Like the difference between ship and sheep?
Yes, short I and long E. This is a very common problem. If you cannot hear the difference between ship and sheep, you might get confused in a conversation.
Friends, you can practice this by looking for minimal pairs on the internet. These are 2 words that sound almost the same, but have one different sound.
Cat and cut, bat and butt, pin and pen.
If you train your ears to hear these tiny differences, the whole language becomes much clearer.
Let's discuss global English. You know, David, there are more non-native English speakers in the world than native speakers.
That is a fascinating fact. So most of the time, our friends will be talking to other people who also learned English as a second language.
Exactly. This is why listening to different accents is so vital. If you only listen to American movies, you might struggle to understand a businessman from Italy or a doctor from Pakistan.
Variety is the spice of life, and it is the secret to great listening. Try to listen to a new accent every week.
We have a few more minutes left. Let's talk about the power of podcasts, like the one you are listening to right now.
Podcasts are amazing because you can change the speed. If we are talking too fast, you can go to your settings and click 0.75x.
And if we are too slow, you can make us faster.
But really, listening to long conversations helps you understand how people change topics. We don't just talk about one thing. We move from coffee to age to grammar back to coffee.
That is the natural flow of human speech. David, let's give them some more motivation before we wrap up.
Friends, think about why you want to learn English. Is it for a better job? To travel the world? To make new friends?
Keep that why in your mind. When you feel tired or when a lesson is too hard, remember your goal.
You are not just learning words. You are opening a door to a bigger life.
And you are not alone. There are millions of people across the world doing exactly what you are doing right now. They are sitting in their cars or in their kitchens, listening and learning.
We are all part of this global English learning family. Okay, let's go over our big tips one more time, very clearly.
Tip number 1, build an English environment. Change your phone settings, watch YouTube with faces, and listen to music while you work.
Tip number 2, focus on word stress and emotion. Don't just look for dictionary definitions. Listen to the rhythm and the tone of the voice.
Tip number 3, use tools like the listening log and minimal pairs. Be an active scientist of the language. Analyze what you hear.
Tip number 4, don't be afraid to slow down. Use technology to change the speed of videos and podcasts. It's okay to take it slow.
Tip number 5, learn the fillers. Understand that and are just thinking sounds. Don't let them confuse you.
Tip number 6, predict. Try to guess the next word in a sentence to keep your brain engaged.
Tip number 7, remember your why. Your goal is the fuel that keeps your engine running.
We are so happy you spent this time with us. Every minute you listen, you are getting better. Even if you don't feel it yet, your brain is growing.
It's true. One day you will be watching a movie and you will realize, hey, I understood that whole sentence. And that will be the best feeling in the world.
We believe in you. Keep going. Don't stop.
We will be here in the next episode to help you more.
Thank you, friends. Have a wonderful day of learning.
See you next time.
Goodbye. Bye-bye.